To this new all-natural lifestyle, but I'm sitting next to a traditional medicine healer woman, and she has patients that are coming every day. People will come with a big gash on their head, and she'll go out into the jungle and collect a bunch of plants and take some Noni and take this, use it twice a day, go home, okay? Someone will come back and they've got arthritis or some pain in their elbow or their back, and she'll collect a bunch of things, and she will always put Noni in the mix and give it to them and send them home. I talked about marriage counseling. Couples would come and ask her for advice, and she'd say, drink this, go home. Everything that they came, they'd grab Noni and give it to them. I'm like, wow, this is absolutely fascinating. There's thousands of years of research. I pulled up an old video that, this is 20 years old, but I was over there trying to figure out what is Noni good for, and memories. It's not a very high quality video, but here I was discovering Noni and the plants and how fascinating it was. It was growing everywhere. They used it for thousands and thousands of years. It's backed by modern science. It's never going to run out. We have harvesters all over Tahiti that make their living helping us harvest Noni so that you can provide it to your customers. So I'm swimming in the ocean. I hit my knee on coral. Coral makes a cut that's really hard to heal. I go to this guy, he says, you've got to put Noni on it. Okay? At this point, I'm fine. He's taken some ripe Noni, he puts it on a spoon, he's gonna pack it on my knee. He convinces me that the cut's gonna heal faster. And then he pulls out a roll of toilet paper. I'm getting a little bit worried. I don't know where this is going to go. And he's holding the toilet paper and pulling the toilet paper, and I'm not sure what the next step in this process is. That's a Tahitian bandage. I wake up the next morning. He's got packing tape on my knee. It's pulling every hair out of my leg as I try and remove it. But I have to get the shot because I don't know what happened. One day later, it's gone. That convinced me. This is real, this Noni, this stuff really works. It really works.
Yes.
We have a beautiful product. You're sharing it with your friends. You're sharing more and more of it. Did you know that at Partner Co., we also have the smartest guy on the planet who understands the research in Noni, the science behind Noni? I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Brett West. Please welcome me. Oh, there he is. So, I told you I worked in the lab. Brett and I used to be lab mates. That's true. How many years has it been? 20?
I know, like 27.
27 years. How many studies have there been on Noni in that time period?
By us?
Yes.
More than 125. 20.
More than 125
Published studies. There's a lot we still have in our back pocket. But 125 peer-reviewed published studies.
That's dramatic. There's probably not another product on the planet that has that much science backing behind it. So, Brett.
That's just our studies.
Okay, if you take the whole universe of studies, how big is the number?
Thousands.
Thousands of studies backing up what you already know is true because you've experienced it. So my very first experience with Tahitian Noni after the product was developed, I was in my early 20s. I felt invincible. I liked to rock climb. I'm climbing up this rock face and I fall. And I land on my tailbone. I go to the doctor and the doctor says, actually, that's one of the hardest places on your body to ever heal. He says it's going to take 6 months minimum. My uncle had told me to drink lots of Noni. So I was, actually, Brett, is this okay? I drink like a bottle a day.
Yes, that's fine. You can drink more if you want.
That's good stuff. So Brett, the doctor says it's gonna take 6 months. I'm drinking as much Noni as I possibly can. 2 weeks later, I'm feeling great. It's all better. How do you explain that?
Well, there is an explanation, and this we've validated many times. But first, did you know, of course you know, did you know that Noni was traditionally used to help heal bone fractures, broken bones, and wounds, just like the one you showed. But here's what's going on. There's a couple things I'm going to talk about. There are many things I can talk about. First of all, anti-inflammation effect of Noni. In fact, that's one of the traditional names of Noni. Now, I'm going to give a disclaimer here, everybody, okay? I get to talk science, right? This is a closed meeting. There are limitations to what we can claim officially as a company. But here among friends, we're just going to talk freely, okay? So, Noni has effective anti-inflammatory action. So that's going to reduce the swelling. Now, when you have an inflammatory response, you know there's swelling and there's some tissue damage and some enzymes that break down some tissues and so forth and so forth. Noni inhibits all that, reduces that, and then stimulates the genes. You know, in our DNA, it stimulates the genes that are involved in wound healing, so it speeds up the process. So it has phytonutrients in there that send that signal to the cell, and it kicks that stuff into overdrive, and that's why you healed so fast.
Even if you don't understand the details, do you understand why, whoa. Okay, Brett, listen. I'm out in the hallway. This is yesterday. This wonderful brand partner comes up to me and she says, I usually get allergies when I come to Florida. I've only been drinking Noni for about a month and my allergies are gone. How do you explain that?
Well, John, the way we explain that is, so there's a response, kind of an overactive part of the immune system response involved in allergies. Noni helps keep that under control. But I'm going to talk about something else called degranulation of